The market rallies as expected as the bears face yet another trap. How high can the bulls go? This is Invest with Jake. Okay guys, so in yesterday's video we talked about the fact that even though we were in a little bit of a no man's land and we had a two-way setup, the bull path was our primary path based on price action and structure, and that's exactly what we saw as the bulls continued to push higher throughout the day and into the evening. So now the question is, how high can they take it? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, as always, before we jump into the charts, we will take a look at how our indicator did for the day. And it was kind of a slow day as the market continued to grind higher, but we'll jump in and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on our 5-minute SPY chart. And if you're new here, let me break down exactly what we're doing. So we built a custom indicator. It's called Invest with Jacob Pivot Point Pro. And if you go back and watch our videos over the last several months, we have been killing the market in both day and swing trading, and we're going to look at day trading and swing trading today. This is a trading view only indicator, so you do need a trading view account, and that's what we have on the screen right here. And on the left in yellow, that is our pre-market trading. On the right in blue is post-market. We don't trade those, but we do need those active to make the indicator work properly, as well as real-time data on the NQ and ES. The indicator's name is IWJ Pivot Point Pro. You can see it here. If I turn it off and on, you can see the buys and sells come and go. We had two posted trades. You had the sell here early that was a small winner, and then you had a sell here that stopped out a small loser. Slow day as it was mostly a grind up, and because of how the NQ performed, we didn't get a buy signal here, which that happens. The NQ did not complete a sell cycle. That's getting down into the weeds, but at any rate, slow day for day trading. But as you can see on the screen, our traders are killing it with gold, silver, IWM. They killed it with crude oil. We also take a look at the semiconductors, SMH. Let's look at that for swing trading. Okay, so now we're on the SMH, which is the semiconductors ETF. We are on the weekly chart, and you can see that right off of the high, the week of the 21st of January, we got a sell signal, and you don't enter till the end of the week because you have to see it confirm. Once it confirms down here at 261 in 1 week's time, they dropped it all the way down to 232, a 30-point drop over 10%, well over 10% on this in 1 week. Guys, if you're trading options, you are laughing all the way to the bank. As you can see, it works on IWM, silver, gold. This is the semiconductors. We've shown it on NVIDIA, Netflix, Amazon, Bitcoin. It crushes on all of them. It has given you Apple. Shows you so many great entries, guys. I don't know what you're waiting for. It's helping so many traders understand the market in a very simple way. It gives you great entries. It pays for itself so quick. Yearly subscriptions are getting paid for in 2 trades, and I want you guys to have it. If you want to be part of this, here's how you do it. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you over to our website. Once you're there, make sure you check out our member plans, trading view indicators area. Right here, you can see it's $59 a month or $5.90 for the year. You get a 2-month discount if you take the yearly. And both of these come with a 30-day money-back guarantee because I've shown you day in and day out how this thing kills on both swing and day trading. So I have no problem telling you try it for 30 days because I know you're going to make money. I know you're going to love it. And I know this is going to be something you have to have. This is helping traders, guys. Look down here a little lower. You can see what people are saying. All of this is about the indicator plus everything you've seen. So many traders are loving this. I know you will too. Let's check it. Go ahead and check it out. And again, you get that 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And we talked yesterday about this potential 1-2 setup. It was a very good-looking setup. And the way I know that is I traded it. So as you can see on the screen, we got in right here at about 6,000. And we are already up to 61.01 in just a day and a half. A really nice run up, another winning swing trade for us because we know how to trade the setups. And this is what I talk about all the time when people say, hey, you give 2 directions, how can you trade that? It's because we understand setups and key levels, and I want you to be a part of that too. You can find that out later in the video. But we do have this breakout happening. So you have a 1-2, 1-2 setup with wave 3 breaking out. They're above the pivot, which was 60.88. We talked about that yesterday. Now they need to get to a minimum of 61.19, which is the 1.0 extension. At that point, we'll see how real the bulls are. Because if they are real, we would look for them to extend up towards 61.50 and this peak right here that sold off so strongly. We would expect rejection there back towards 60.88. Another push to 6,200, a pullback, and then 6,250 to 6,300 overall. So the bulls are moving along as you would expect. The next target higher is 6120. At that point, once we hit the 6120 area, the 1.0 extension, then 6069 becomes extremely important. They must hold this level as it is the bottom of the pivot. And again, for those of you that doubt Elliott Wave, how incredible is it that we have a move up into resistance, a failure, a move back into resistance, which happens to be exactly the 618, which is our pivot, which we know that that's true, a failure in a wave 2, but a higher low failure, and then a breakout in wave 3 that squeezes through the resistance. All of the fibs line up. Elliott Wave is based in price action, and that's what you see every day. And yes, we do give 2 ways of trading because the key levels matter and sometimes patterns fail. And when they do, you have to know when you're wrong. So when are we wrong here? It's when they break below 6069, assuming they hit 6120 first. Okay, so right now the main path, we're looking for 6151 next, minimum of 6120, and assuming they can hit the 6120 level, they have to stay above 6069 or things start to get ugly to the downside. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, so on the NASDAQ, we have a similar setup. You have the move down, and then you have a 1, 2. They're just now getting to the top of the pivot that we talked about yesterday, that 21,847 area. We would expect them to push through that towards 22,126, which coincides with this failure here and here. Very big resistance area, which again, the fibs line up. Elliott Wave's pretty funny that way. Overall, for this one, though, I would look for a smaller rejection off of the 1.0 and then into the 22,406 area, which happens to be this prior high area. Then from there, you'd look for a pullback continuation into that 23,000 level we've been talking about for a while. So the bulls still on the correct path here, still pushing and doing what they're supposed to do. As long as they can continue through the levels we just talked about, we would expect the bulls to continue up to that 23,000 area. However, as they are reaching the top of the pivot, you do sometimes see a little bit of rejection here, but I wouldn't expect, since the ES is through its pivot, I wouldn't expect too much rejection. And we got to hit 22,126, assuming they can hit that area. Then they have to hold 21,674. That is the key level to the downside after they hit the 1.0. If they reject from here, the key level will be the 21,250 area. They need to hold that area. As long as they stay above that, they can still be bullish in a pullback and then go from here. So assuming they continue the breakout and get to 22,126, then 21,674 is your key level. If they drop from here, they have to hold 21,250. Otherwise, we're looking at a much bigger downside. So the bulls still in control on both charts until proven otherwise, and we have our key levels to know when that is. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and I'll take you right over to the website. Once you're there, again, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans. These both come with a 7-day free trial. Because I want you to get in here. I want you to make sure you love it, become part of our trading team, interact with PT and I, and make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We also have our educational material. We have our Elliott Wave 4 Beginners online course, as well as our Advanced Elliott Wave course. These courses are helping traders understand these crazy markets and how to navigate them and trade them. In our advanced course, we're talking about these exact patterns we're going through right now, which happens to be diagonals. We also talk about advanced fib levels and how those work so that you can understand how to find these key levels. We go through the double and triple threes, the flats, the triangles, and of course the most important one, how to trade Elliott Wave, which is helping our traders very much find these entries, trade it properly. As you can see on the screen, our traders are loving it, but I get it if this is too advanced or you're just getting started with Elliott Wave. We also have our Elliott Wave 4 Beginners online course, which is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. If you're finding yourself confused because the market went up or down based on the news cycles, or you find yourself confused because you don't understand why the bulls can't get beaten and the bears are always getting trapped, Elliott Wave has the answers. He knows that the news cycle don't matter. He knows that key levels do. And as long as you can follow the key levels and understand how to find them, you have a huge advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos where we go through 3 parts. Your introduction, where we introduce you to Elliott Wave and how it works. Your chart setup and tools, where we go through every tool you need to use with Elliott Wave and why. And the Elliott Wave 4 Beginners area, where we teach you all about how to find these key levels, measure every single wave, corrective depth theory, the pivot, theory of alternation, everything you need to know to make sense of an irrational market. The cool thing is, if you want to get these courses at a discount, we do have our bundle pack where you can get them for $37 off and go all the way from beginner to advanced. However, if you want to get them for free, simply check out one of our monthly rooms, as the courses are included in this price. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go through all of the charts you want to see, including gold, Bitcoin, NVIDIA, the Mag 7, everything you want to go through, and then anything you ask about, we do it on the midday call. We give you all the key levels. We do training as well. It's really a valuable call. I think it alone is worth the price of admission. You also get the beginner's course and the advanced course, all for $49 a month. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing in day trades. So we do trade quite often in my room. But if you're looking for futures trading, individual stocks, income trading, and advanced training, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get the futures trading, the individual stocks. Guys, his income trading method crushes the market. It's incredible. And then his reduced risk binary method gets you in at a cheap price, gets you huge multiples on your money, and it's something you really have to see to understand. And that's another reason we give you a 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, the indicator, the rooms, the courses, get in here with us. We are making money. We are making people happy. We are changing lives, and I want you to be a part of it. All right, our key takeaways for today. The market continues to extend, assuming the bulls can hit that 1.0 at 61.20. That would activate the pivot, and they would just need to hold 60.69 on any pullback, and then they can push to 62.50 to 6,300. Over on the NASDAQ, they're just getting to the top of the pivot. If they drop from here, they need to hold 21.250, assuming they can push through to the 22.126 area. Then we activate the pivot, and 21.675 becomes our next key level to the downside. If they can hold that level, we would expect them to have continuation up to the 23,000 plus area. Guys, that is your market update for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.